Greetings, citizens of the United Kingdom. We are anonymous. We would like to bring to your attention the current Investigatory Powers Bill status and what it means to the public and the media. Let's start by telling you a little about the Investigatory Powers Bill. Summary of the Investigatory Powers Bill, Snoopers Charter 2016 to 2017. A bill to make provision about the interception of communications, equipment interference and the acquisition and retention of communications data, bulk personal datasets and other information, to make provision about the treatment of material held as a result of such interception, equipment interference or acquisition or retention, to establish the Investigatory Powers Commissioner and other judicial commissioners and make provision about them and other oversight arrangements, to make further provision about investigatory powers and national security, to amend Sections 3 and 5 of the Intelligence Services Act 1994, and for connected purposes. The bill has now completed all the parliamentary stages in both houses, and it is ready to receive royal assent. This is when the Queen formally agrees to make the bill into an Act of Parliament law. There is no set time period between the conclusion of consideration of amendments, ping-pong and royal assent. Okay, here is how it will affect us and the media. Investigatory Powers Bill could lead to video shot by reporters being accessed remotely by police or their phone microphones used as a bug. Peers have issued a serious warning that the government's proposed Investigatory Powers Bill law could endanger journalists and their sources. The House of Lords heard a strong cross-party plea that greater protection for journalists' sources was needed in Theresa May's Investigatory Powers Bill, which seeks to extend the powers of state surveillance. Ministers heard that the powers could lead to footage filmed by journalists of riots or demonstrations that turn violent being accessed remotely by the police, despite safeguards in the bill that such state hacking would only be warranted in cases involving national security or serious crime. They also heard warnings that safeguards in the bill were too weak to protect the confidentiality of journalistic and other sources from being identified through police and security service access to communications data, including phone and internet connection records, which will track an individual's web history. You do not have to be suspected of a crime to be surveilled because the bill allows bulk collection and retention of phone calls, messages and emails and internet browsing history. You don't have to be a suspect to be monitored. This broad range of powers has been one of the main objections to the bill, because it means every citizen, whether you are having legally privileged conversations, or are part of special groups like journalists or members of parliament, are subject to being monitored and having your data stored. We as Anonymous suggest you use a virtual private network and encrypted messaging. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.